My name is David Hibbett. I was first diagnosed with bowel cancer in July 2012 and I was told I was terminal in February 2014. In January 2015 I was given the all clear after successful treatment with cannabis oil made me operable, and treatment with cannabis oil afterwards, so far, touch wood, has kept it at bay. I was first diagnosed with cancer in July 2012. I was last given the all clear in January 2015. I first heard about cannabis oil from a friend. When I first heard about it, I was really unsure. I made quite a lot of my own oil at first, and then I did start to purchase it off someone local and brought a little bit from abroad. When I first started making the oil, I had to use any strain I could really get my hands on. I was told indicas were the best. To name a few was Afghan Kush, pineapple chunk, lemonade. I used some cheeses as well, and like I say, there was a big variety at first because I struggled to get my hands on the product and I just had to get what I could. And I took a big, like I said, there was a big mixture. I just kept away from the sativa type plants. When I was diagnosed as terminal back in February 2014, I had chemotherapy treatment. I had this up until the end of July, the beginning of August. I actually started taking cannabis oil in June. It really helped with the side effects of chemo. I then went on to start missing chemo sessions, and I only went once a month rather than once every 2 weeks. And then it was my decision in August to stop the chemotherapy and just continue with the cannabis oil. None of my family or friends wanted me to stop chemotherapy. They were all supportive of what I did, but there was nobody that wanted me to stop the hospital treatments. It was just a decision that I solely took myself. I noticed benefits of the oil almost immediately after taking it. The chemotherapy was making me very poorly, very tired. I had a very, very poor appetite. But just within a few hours, I started to feel hungry. I started to feel better within myself. Still felt tired, but I had a little bit more energy. And as days went by, this just got better and better. My bowel habits got a hell of a lot better. My appetite was almost back to what it was normal before I was on the chemotherapy. Hair loss that I was suffering seemed to have stopped. It was just, it was unbelievable to me how better it made me feel, and that is what helped in the decision to stop the chemotherapy and continue with the oil on its own. When I stopped chemotherapy, I also looked to change my diet as well. I wasn't too strict on it immediately. I was given good advice about, obviously, I think quite obviously, really processed foods and sugar. So I really cut them out of my diet. I tried to minimise carbs best I could, but still being quite weak from chemotherapy, I didn't want to be to cut them out altogether. Something else I did do was take vitamin D supplements. I was taking 3 of these a day rather than the recommended 1. I also took graviola capsules, and that was about it then. When I was told I was operable and got an operation, I made sure immediately after the operation, then I cut out pretty much all carbs, only ate organic meat, organic vegetables. I continued this for 3 months along with cannabis oil, and well, you know, got to be all clear back then, and touch wood, it's going carry on that way. When I was taking the cannabis oil, the best way I found to take it was to put little blobs underneath my tongue and let it absorb straight into my bloodstream. My cancer was in the lymph nodes, and I just thought it's the best way to get it there. Taking a gram a day, I had to do this quite often throughout the day because of how long it would take to absorb. But I didn't really want to swallow it because I knew my stomach acids may affect it, and I wasn't sure about using carrier oils. This is just nothing I knew about. I just wanted to get the oil absorbed into the bloodstream, and it seems to have worked for me anyway. I feel I've needed to come out and tell my story because I found myself in a situation where, well, I was told I wasn't going to live for much longer. I've used a substance which is illegal in this country to help me overcome this, and I just don't understand how this can be illegal to people that are, that are getting told they're going to die. I don't understand why, if you aren't allowed to try it. Everyone's got a right to live, and there's, like I've proven myself, it can help. There's other people that have used it and it's helped, and until it's available to these people, I'm not going to be quiet, because it's people's life at the end of the day, and if you deserve to at least try and give it a go. I suppose my message to other people with cancer is, I suppose you need to listen to your doctor, listen to what they say, and if they say if it can help you, then go with them. But there is other things out there that can help you too, and I just wish doctors would embrace it. Maybe mention to your doctor about cannabis oil. There are some doctors up and down the country now recognising that it can help. I don't know, it's something people have to make their own decision with, but if you're getting told that the hospital can't help you, then I don't know, I think you should be asking your doctors and tell them there's other things that people are trying and it's helping them, and you tell your doctor that you want to try it, and there should be no reason why they're saying you can't. I was told I was terminal in February 2014. Initially I was told I've got 6 to 12 months left if I don't have treatment from the hospital. As time went on, hospital treatment was working. 3 months later, in May, I was told I'd have possibly 3 years if I stayed on the chemotherapy. But I was getting pretty poorly off of chemotherapy, and I personally don't think if I'd have continued with it, I would have made 3 years. And I found out it's not just me that thought that. A few of my friends and family thought that as well, but obviously at the time didn't want to say anything. The law in cannabis, from a personal point of view, I think it's a little bit silly that a plant's illegal. We're told to believe in God and embrace religion, and if God put something on the earth for us to consume, then why aren't we allowed to? And it's not just that, it has so many medical benefits, and it can help relax people, and seeing people going out drinking alcohol at a weekend and then seeing people at a weekend smoking cannabis, and the difference, it just don't make sense. The only fear I had of the law when I was taking the cannabis oil was because I had a little boy. I didn't want the law to look upon me as a bad father because I was taking what they class as an illegal drug. I was only taking it for trying to save my life. So I suppose that helped cause a bit of a paranoia that I suffered with whilst taking it. If it wasn't for having a little boy, I wouldn't have cared, because it's my life, and they weren't going to do anything to stop me from trying to save it. I wasn't harming anybody. Cannabis oil with children, it's an awkward one to say. I mean, I believe with epilepsy, CBD oils are doing extremely well, and if it can stop the children from having so many fits without them getting the high effect, then that's absolutely amazing. But it's my understanding it's the THC side of the oil that needs to be taken for cancers. Now I know how damaging chemotherapy can be and how that can make you feel. Comparing the two, if the THC can be effective against the consumer, I know which one I'd prefer my child to take, but again, it's the law, and with that, I suppose I don't think I would cross that line, and I'd have to keep to the law. I don't know, it's difficult to say with a child. If I could speak to the UK government, my main thing would be is, why can't a terminal cancer patient have cannabis oil? I can't see, I don't know what I'd say back to that. But I just don't know why. When I was taking cannabis oil alongside chemotherapy, I would only have small blobs, just to help with the side effects. It was after chemotherapy really when I was taking 1 gram a day. And like I said, I'd take this pretty much throughout the day. Just letting it absorb in my mouth. And I did this for around about 3 to 4 months. I saw no spread of the cancer. There was actually a reduction in tumour size. And that's what made me okay to have the operation. And after the operation, I continued with around about 1 gram every 3 days, and that's when I had an extremely good diet as well. I did that for 3 months, and then when I was given the all clear, I've reduced my dosage down to 1 gram a month. So now I don't even feel high from taking it. It's more like just taking a supplement every day. When I was given the all clear, God, it was I didn't know what to say. Even just thinking about it now makes me emotional, because honestly, it was just it was unreal, you know, to be told such a thing. God. And then to get told that, you know, I potentially now could grow up to be an old man and watch my kid grow up. It's amazing, it really is, you know. I mean, these tears of joy, it's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, it was a little bit hard at first initially, because the appreciation I had for life was immense, and some of the people around me just couldn't quite grasp or share that. But as time's gone on, I've learned to deal with it, and they've learned to deal with me, and you know, it's really good, and the future looks so positive. It can't never ever look negative again, no matter what happens in my life. I have got life now, and you know, before I didn't have that, and it's truly amazing. Since I was given the all clear, and I knew how well this oil had helped me, I initially started contacting back the hospital. I'd share stuff on social media. My friends and family, you know, were really upbeat about this oil that I'd been taking, whereas previously, you know, they'd been really concerned about me doing so. And I've now spoke to the local press as well, and the local radio station, and response has been unreal. And the contact I've been getting off people it's been crazy, really. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, because you know, these are poorly people, and you know, a lot